Good morning children. Today we are going to discuss about the topic is whole numbers. Whole numbers. Before going to learn about whole numbers, we should know about natural numbers. What are the natural numbers? Generally we are using the numbers to count things or objects. For example, here we have some group of balls. We don't know how many balls are there here. What we have to do here? Let's start counting the number of balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many balls we have here? 5 balls. Here we have 5 balls. Here what we are doing here? We are counting the number of balls with the help of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, etc. We are counting the number of balls with the help of numbers. The group of numbers are called natural numbers. In our day-to-day life situations, we are using the numbers to count objects or things, etc. The natural numbers are represented with capital N. The natural numbers are represented with capital N. We are denoting the natural number set like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. Here keeping dots. That means the numbers continuing infinitely. Next, coming to predecessor and successor. Predecessor means a number just before number. A number just before number is called a predecessor. A number just before number. For 2, predecessor is 1. Next, successor. Successor means just a number after number. Successor means a number just after number. For 2, successor is 3. Simply for 2, predecessor is 2 minus 1, 1, and for 2, successor for 2 is 2 plus 1, 3. Predecessor means just before number and successor means just after number. In natural number set, every number have a successor. For example, 1 have a successor 2 and 2 have a successor 3, 3 have a successor 4, and continuing like this. And in natural number set, except 1, all numbers having predecessor, because 1 before we don't have any number. That's why 1 do not have any predecessor. Next, coming to whole numbers. Next, coming to whole numbers. If we add 0 to the set of natural numbers, then we will get whole numbers. If we add 0 to the set of natural numbers, then we will get whole numbers. Except 0, remaining all are natural numbers. Except 0, remaining all are natural numbers. Then if we add 0 to the natural number set, then we will get whole numbers. Whole numbers are denoted by W. Then in whole numbers also, every number have a successor. For 0, 1, for 1, 2, for 2, 3, for 3, 4. Like that all numbers have a predecessor. For 4, 3, for 3, 2, for 2, 1. Like that. Next, from the natural number set, which is the least natural number? 1. From the set of all natural numbers, the least natural number is 1. Like that, in whole numbers, which is the least whole number? 0. From the set of whole numbers, which is the least whole number? 0. Next, coming to next, we have to discuss about how to represent whole numbers on a number line. Now we are going to discuss about how to represent whole numbers on a number line. Before going to learn about this, we have to know about what is a number line, how to draw the number line. Just we have to draw the line first. Next, keep marking starting from 0. Why? Because whole numbers are started from 0. Keep marking like this with the equal distance between the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The numbers are keep up to our sufficiency. Next, in this we are going to learn about addition on number line and subtraction on number line and multiplication on number line. Addition on number line we are going to do up of the number line, and subtraction we will do down of the number line. Addition we will do up of the number line, subtraction we will do below the number line. Next, going to learn about addition of whole numbers on number line. Addition of whole numbers on number line. Let us consider one example here. For example, 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3. We have to add 2 plus 3 on number line. First, what we have to do? First, draw the number line. Draw the line. Started from 0. Keep marking with equal distance. With equal distance. Next, here we have 2 plus 3. First, we have how many steps? 2 steps. From 0 onwards, move from 0 onwards up to 2. How many steps? 1, 2 steps. We are moving towards the right side. We are moving towards the right side. So, we are keeping the arrow mark towards right side. After 2, up to 2 completed. Next, we have to add 3 steps to 2 steps. Next, we have to add this 2 steps to 3 steps. Here again, here from 2 onwards, how many steps? 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, up to 5. We are moving towards again right side. We are moving towards again right side. First, we have 2 positions here up to 2. After, from 2 onwards, again here we have 3 positions to move. 1, 2, 3. We are moving towards our right side. So, we are keeping the arrow mark towards right side. Next, same as like this, we have to discuss about subtraction on number line. Let us consider one example, 5 minus 2. As usual, we have to draw the line first. Next, we are going to keep marking from 0 onwards with the equal distance between the points 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we know already 5 minus 2 means we get 3. First, we have how many positions here? 5 positions. First, move 5 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to 5. We are moving towards the right side. We are moving towards the right side. Next, how many positions we are subtracting from 5 positions? 2 positions. Subtraction means down. Subtraction means moving towards left side. Addition means moving towards right side. Subtraction means moving towards left side. Minus 2. How many positions we have to subtract here? 2 positions. 1, 2. We are moving towards left side. Subtraction means First we have 5 positions. First mark the 5 positions. We are moving towards right side. Then next to do subtraction. Subtraction means we are moving towards the left side. How many positions we have to subtract here? 2 positions. From the 5 onwards we have to subtract 2 positions. 1, 2 up to 3. Finally we get the value 3. The answer is 3. Next, going to learn about multiplication on number line. Next, going to learn about multiplication on now let us consider one example. 2 into 3. Already we know 2 3s are 6. Now we have to represent this problem on number line. What we do first? First we have to draw the number line. Keep marking with the equal distance. Next, here we have 2 into 3. 2 into 3 means 2 3s. That means 2 steps 3 times. We have to represent on 2 steps 3 times. First 2 steps 1 2 first time, and then 1 2 second time, 1 2 third time. 2 steps 3 times. First 2 steps 1 time, second 2 steps second time, third 2 steps third time. We are moving towards still right side only. So we are keeping the arrow towards the right side. Next we are going to discuss about properties of whole numbers. Properties of whole numbers. Properties of whole numbers. The properties of whole numbers, first property is closure property. First property, closure property. If we take any two whole numbers and add them together, then we get again a whole number. For example, here 2 is a whole number and 3 is a whole number, and add together 2 plus 3, then we get a 5. Again 5 is also a whole number. In this closure property we have to do take any two whole numbers and add them together, then again we get a whole number. Next, one more example. Next, 5 is a whole number and 3 is a whole number. Let's add together, then we get a 8. 8 also a whole number. So closure property holds for whole numbers. Next, commutative property. Commutative property. Here in this closure property, for any a comma b in whole numbers, then a plus b also be in whole numbers. For any two whole numbers, then addition of two whole numbers also a whole number. Next, coming to commutative property. In this, let us take for any two whole numbers. For any two whole numbers, sum of whole numbers in any order, then again the result is same. For example, 1 and 2 are whole numbers. 1 and 2 are whole numbers. We have to add 1 and together in any order. For example, 1 plus 2 we get a 3. 1 plus 2 we get a 3. Then 2 plus 1 again we get a 3. If we take any two whole numbers and add them together in any order, here we are doing 1 plus 2, first one after add 2, next 2 plus 1, 2 after 1. In any order we add two whole numbers, then we get again a whole number. This is a commutative property. Next, coming to associative property. In this we have to take any three whole numbers. For any three whole numbers a, b, c, for any three whole numbers a, b, c, if we add in any order a plus b plus c or a plus b plus c. If we add take any three whole numbers, if we add in any order, then we will get the same results on both sides. For example, take 1, 2, 3. Here in place of a 1, in place of b 2, in place of c 3 is equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3. Here first to do brackets from the rule of Bodmer's. 1 plus 2 plus 3 means 5 is equals to 1 plus 2 3 plus 3. 1 plus 5 is 6. Then 3 plus 3 is 6. Both sides will get the same results. So associative property holds under addition. Next, still now we are doing under addition. Now we are going to do under multiplication. Same closure property under multiplication. Same formula for any two whole numbers. For any two whole numbers, the multiplication of two whole numbers also again a whole number. For example, here 1 comma 2 are whole numbers, then the product of the two whole numbers again a whole number. So closure property satisfied under multiplication. Here we have to take any two whole numbers and multiply together, and again we get a whole number. Example 1 comma 2, 1 and 2 are whole numbers here, and if we multiply 1 and 2, then we get 2 here. 2 is also a whole number. Next, commutative property under multiplication. As like addition, we are using in place of addition symbol, we are using multiplication symbol into. For any two whole numbers a and b, for any two whole numbers a and b, if we multiply the two whole numbers in any order, the result will be same. If we multiply the two whole numbers in any order, the result will be same. For example, 1 comma 2 are whole numbers. If we multiply 1 and 2 in any order, for example, 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 1 is 2, 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 1 is 2. If we multiply two whole numbers in any order, the result will be same. Next, coming to associative property. under multiplication. Same for any three whole numbers a, b, c. For any three whole numbers a, b, c, if we multiply these three whole numbers in any order, then we will get same result. For example, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, if we take any three whole numbers, we multiply in any order, then we will get the same result on both sides. First we have to do brackets from the BODMAS rule. 1 2s are 2 into 3, then 1 into 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 1 6s are 6. So if we multiply in any order, then we will get the same result again. So associative property also holds under multiplication. Now we are going to do some examples. Example 1. Here we have a problem. We have to add these three numbers with the help of properties. We have to add these three numbers with the help of properties. We have the problem here. First use commutative property. What is the commutative property under addition? A plus b is equals to b plus a. Here we have to take any two numbers and keep in a bracket. For example, we have to take last two numbers and keep in the brackets. Next, by using commutative property, if we are thinking like this is a plus b, from using commutative property a plus b becomes b plus a. Then next 238, we are interchanging these two numbers by using commutative property. 162 plus 695. Next, again use associative property. From associative property, we are interchanging it looks like a plus b plus c. From the associative property, a plus b plus c becomes a plus b plus c. Here a plus b plus c becomes a plus b plus c. A plus b plus c. From the BODMAS rule, we have to do clear the first brackets. 238 plus 162, 400. Next plus 695. These two add means we get 1095. We have to add these three numbers with the help of properties. First one, commutative property. From the commutative property, a plus b becomes b plus c. A plus b becomes b plus c. Again from the associative property, we are interchanging a plus b plus c, then it looks like a plus b plus c. We have to clear the first brackets. First do addition of the brackets, in brackets numbers. 238 plus 162 will get 400, then add 695, we get 1095. Next, going to do another example. Here we have a example 2. Here we have a into symbol, same as like addition. There we are doing addition, here we have to do the multiplication, same. First to use commutative property, we have to take any two numbers and keep in brackets. First to use commutative property. From the commutative property, what we know, a into b becomes b into a. Here it looks like a into b. It becomes from the commutative property b into a. That means 25 into 4 into 1963. Then again from the associative property, a into b into c becomes a into b into c. That means 25 into 4 into 1963. 25 into 4, if we multiply means we get 100 into 1963. If we multiply means we get easily answer. This is under multiplication. Next, we are going to discuss about another two properties, distributive property under multiplication over addition. Under multiplication over addition. For any three whole numbers a, b, c, for any three whole numbers a, b, c, a into b plus c. Distributive property under multiplication over addition. For any three whole numbers a into b plus c, a into b plus a into c, a into b plus a into c. Here we have brackets under multiplication over addition, a into b plus a into c. Let us take any example. A is equals to 1, b is equals to 2, c is equals to 3. Now we have to do, in place of a replace 1 into, in place of b replace 2, in place of c replace 3, is equals to, in place of a 1, in place of b 2, plus in place of a 1, in place of b c 3. 1 into 2 plus 3 5 is equals to 1 2 is 2 plus 1 3 is 3. 1 into 5 is equals to 2 plus 3 5. We get the same results on both sides. Distributive property holds under multiplication over addition. Okay friends, next topic we will continue in our next class.